It's Spearo Sunday.
Good morning, another beautiful day. Perfect forecast for today. 0.6 metres from the northeast and about 5 knots from the northwest. So it's looking good for today. The plan is go and catch up with a couple of boys and do my first group spear, so should be interesting. Anyway, see you there. Here we are, it's a beautiful day. We're here with Aaron from Aaron's Adventures Oz.
Yep.
What are we targeting today, mate?
Hopefully we get some kings or bonitos, maybe some salmon, and we can do a good cook-up.
Sounds like a good plan. Beautiful day for it. Here we go. He's got a snorkel. G'day and welcome to the voiceover. I just want to use the start of this video to shout out the Sydney spearfishing community. In my experience, everyone's happy to have a chat and they're more than happy to give you a hand if you need. A special mention to the local Spearo who lent old mate his snorkel after leaving his at home, and these absolute legends who pulled up on their rib and offered a lift out to the point. If you see this video, leave a comment, you blokes are legends. Righto, let's get into it. After our short trip out to the headland, we were greeted by a pod of whales about 50 metres off the bow. We scrambled overboard in hopes of getting a glimpse, but unfortunately visibility wasn't all that great. So we moved on to our main goal, which was targeting pelagics. We set up a couple of flashes, we burleyed the water. This helped to attract some smaller bait fish, all with the aim of attracting predatory species such as the kingfish. After the bait showed up, it was a waiting game. The bait would spook, we would dive, only to see not much more than a juvenile grey nurse shark, which I wasn't all that upset about, but it was no kingfish. It was pretty well rinse and repeat of this process for a good 2 hours, and at that stage it was feeling like time for a new plan. We decided to head inshore and try our luck with the reefies. I moved into about 5 or 6 metres and started scoping out some of these structures, which already held more fish than out deeper. I spotted a nice little red mowie and instantly started thinking about lunch, so I followed him into his little hidey hole, lined him up and took my shot. He wasn't the biggest fish, but he'll do, and we were on the board. These guys have some of the coolest markings. I quickly dispatched him and chucked him on the float line and got back on the hunt. Little did I know, Aaron had found himself a nice little honey hole in the shallows. I reckon you could count about 20 black drummer up in this little hole. He's laid himself up in a good position on the bottom, lined up the biggest drummer he could see, and bang, right in the face. Fish on a stick, ready for the barbie.
Oh! Go on!
You're not finding much?
Over there was pretty good, this big black drummer.
Drummer? Yeah, there's a couple out here as well.
Oh yeah, whereabouts?
Like 20 metres that way?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, right.
Decent size, I had to guess. He probably would have been about yay.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Big ripper.
And if we can get like even just one more.
I spent another 5 minutes just trying to catch one in the open, but decided it was time to depower the gun and start targeting a few drummer in holes. This turned out to be a pretty good decision. On the drop down, I've seen a bit of a tail flicker in this hole, so I've jammed them heading for a quick look. Inside were about 4 to 5 fish, with one larger one staring me right in the face. Pulled the trigger and smoked him. Bagged a nice 50cm drummer. These were some really fun fish to spear. I've always been a fan of getting into the nooks and crannies, targeting abalone and crayfish, but getting these drummer was just great. Back in Aaron's honey hole, it just kept getting better for the fellas. He's lined himself up again and shot himself a nice 50cm drummer. This one did get hung up in the back of the cave, so after a quick breathe up on the surface, he's dove back down and got to work retrieving his fish. After securing his second fish of the day, we were all pretty happy and decided to hunt our way home. Everyone was getting pretty hungry by now and the plan was to cook up our fresh catch in location. Stay tuned for that.
What bloody monster you got there, mate?
Huge, mate.
Oh, what a ripper.
It's massive.
You ever shot a squid before?
No, I haven't.
Tricky little bastards.
Yeah.
They're the bane of my existence. I've been trying to get one for so long,
Yeah, I was just lining that up and then I seen them out of the corner of my eye. I was like,
yeah, I saw that. Maybe not.
Everybody back on shore and we are 4 pretty stoked lads. Although Aaron does have a pretty good chunk out of his chin from getting caught in the cave on I think that second fish. If you ask him though, I reckon he'll tell you it was well worth it. We finished the day with a classic Aussie cook-up in the car park. Where else would you rather be? Australia is the tits. If you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for bigger fish and bigger trips. Till next time, cheers.
hell yeah.